going on, guys? Back to teach you guys how to read the label on the food products that you buy. On every package of whatever it is that you buy, from meats to toothpaste, there's a column of information on the back of it, on the side of it, on the bottom of it, that's going to tell you what's in it. What I did is I figured I'd make it super simple and grab something that I know everybody's got in their house. A box of macaroni and cheese. Pretty basic macaroni and cheese. If you look on the side of the mac and cheese, you're going to see this. On the top, it's your nutrition facts, and what it says is that the serving size, one serving size, not the whole box, but one serving size is 2.5 ounces or 70 grams, which means that about half a box of this is going to be 1 cup total of pasta, and that 1 cup is going to be your 1 serving. Now this makes 2 servings, so if you cook this whole box, you can feed 2 people a serving. The calories are going to be 250 calories. Now what you got to realize is that the 250 calories, as you see here, there's 2 columns. The one column is just what's in the box, just the pasta, not with the milk and the butter and the powdered cheese or regular cheese or whatever is in the package, but just the pasta by itself is going to be the 250 calories. Now cooked, it's going to be 380 calories, and the reason for that is you're going to have the water that's going to be in the pasta that you're going to use to boil the pasta, which is actually going to make it bigger and softer, and the water is actually going to soak up into the noodles. So you're going to have that, and then you're going to have the milk and the cheese and the butter, and that's where your extra calories and stuff are going to be coming from the milk, cheese, and the butter. Then you're going to have underneath that, it's going to say calories from fat. Calories from fat are going to be 20 calories. So if you deduct the 250 and the 20, you have 230 good calories and 20 fat calories. After you cook it, of course it's going to go up because, like we said, milk, butter, cheese. So it's going to go up to 140 fat calories. Now your total fat grams, now this is where a lot of people don't understand the label, because as you see here, it says total fat grams 2.5 grams, 4%. A lot of people go, 4% of what? Everything that you buy in the store is going to be based off of a 2,000 calorie diet. I guess the government thinks that everybody should be eating 2,000 calories and that's it, but that's not how it works. So this is why in the last video I told you guys that you've got to sit down and figure out what you eat, which in my next video I'm going to show you how to go through what you ate to figure out how many calories that you're eating a day. But I figured this would actually help you better to do this first, so you understand how to read the label and how to add your calories and figure out what calories that you're getting. Now back to the label. 4% is your daily total intake of the 2,000 calories, is what they're saying on the box. This is based off of 2,000 calories. So if you're eating 2,000 calories, your total fat, which is the 2.5 grams that we just said, 4% of that is going to be part of the 2,000 calorie amount, which I know it sounds kind of complicated. What do you mean the 4%? Well, there are 2,000 calories, that's 100% of the 2,000 calories. And as you eat throughout the day, the percentage of what you're eating is taking away from the percentage of the calories that you're taking in. So if you're taking in 2,000 calories, well, this is 4% of that 2,000 calories. And 4% of that is 2.5 grams of total fat. Now that's just in the box, that's not cooked. Cooked, it goes up to 23%. Okay, you guys still with me? Also, I want you guys to post comments and stuff like that to help me, so I can help you guys. Because if I don't know that you don't understand something, or you have more questions, or maybe I didn't answer something that you wanted to know that goes along with whatever the video is, just post me a comment. and because I'm going to read all this stuff every day and go, oh, okay, well, this guy wants to know this, that, or this girl wants to know this, and I'll shoot you guys a video on it. And I may also just go ahead and shoot you guys a text message, or shoot you a message of some kind saying, hey, listen, I read your comment, and this is what this is, or hey, watch my next video, or something like that. Okay. Anyway, let's just move on. Next down the line is going to be saturated fat, which on here is 1 gram. 5% of that is uncooked. 18% is the total cooked box of macaroni and cheese. There's no trans fat at all. The cholesterol is 5 milligrams, which is once again 2% of that 2,000 calorie intake, and cooked 3%. Sodium is 580 milligrams, which is in one serving 24% not cooked and 29% cooked. And as you see, it just goes right down the line of absolutely everything that's in the box of macaroni and cheese. And then it goes all the way down to total carbs. 48 grams of carbs is 24%. I'm sorry, 16% of that 2,000 calories. Goes down to protein, which is 9 grams. Now, most of the things that you guys are going to eat that has protein in it, it's not going to give you a percentage of the 2,000 calories. Sugar, 8 grams, it's the same thing. They're not going to, it's not a percentage of the 2,000 calories. They do that mostly with carbs and salt, which is the sodium, cholesterol, fats, trans fat, stuff like that. And they also do it with the vitamins and minerals that's in your food. Like if you see here, vitamin A, if you just eat just the pasta by itself, uncooked, there's no vitamin A. But if you cook it and you put the milk and the butter and the powdery cheese, it goes up. It goes up to 15%. And then vitamin C, 15% of that 2,000 calorie is uncooked, and then it goes to, I mean, it just stays at 15% when it's cooked. And then calcium and iron. Now also, if you look in the fine print, make sure that you read everything, so that you know what you're getting out of it, because there's a lot of stuff in the fine print, and I think they make it really small just so you don't read it, because sometimes there's just garbage in there. Anyway, like in here, it says a Mountain Box margarine and 2% reduced fat milk preparation adds 12.5 grams total fat. So it's telling you right there, hey, listen, when you add this other stuff that's supposed to go with it that's not included in the box, it's going to add more fat. So you got to pay attention to that. And they're telling you that it's margarine and 2% reduced milk. So if you're using vitamin D milk instead of the 2% milk, you're going to have to add more. Okay? More of the percentage of fats and stuff like that, because the milk has its own label that you need to add to what this label is to get your total calorie and protein and carb and salt and all that stuff intake. And then as you go down, it's going to tell you your total fat is less than. And now this is where it kind of gets complicated. If you look on the bottom here, see if I can get this on here really good for you. You can see down there where it says less than. The entire serving is going to be less than 65 grams total fat, which is true, because if you add up the total fat, 2.5 grams, the saturated fat, 1 gram, there is no trans fat, it's less than 65 grams. And then if you cook it, it's going to be less than 80 grams. So if you add up all the total fats, you're going to see that that's correct, because it's all less than 65 grams. And it goes all the way down to the cholesterol, to the sodium, to the carbs, and to the dietary fiber. And then also on the very, very bottom, it's going to give you the ingredients that they use to make the stuff. The ingredients that they use to make the powdered cheese, the ingredients that they use to make the noodles. And it says, like right here, like enriched cauliflower pasta. Now you guys are probably thinking, oh wait, I didn't know that there was cauliflower in macaroni and cheese. Well, technically it's not, but it's veggie pasta. So that's why that's in there. Then also on here, it's enriched wheat flour, durum wheat flour, niacin, and sulfate, which is iron, thiamine, which is vitamin B1, riboflavin, which is vitamin B2, folic acid, dried cauliflower, cheese sauce mix, and that's the powdered cheese. When you cut the thing open and it's all powdery, and you got to mix it with the milk, or it just like looks like flour, like orange flour. They also use whey milk, salt, skim milk, milk fat, milk protein concentrate. Like I said, just make sure that you read all this stuff so you know absolutely everything that you're taking into your body, so that you can be totally accountable for what you're doing. Because if you're not reading the label and you're thinking, okay, well, this looks good, and then you turn around, while you're cooking it and look at the label and go, oh my God, this has got crap in it, I should have looked. So just make sure that you guys look at the label, and what will eventually happen is you'll get so used to seeing these things that you'll know, oh hey, well, eggs is this much protein per egg, milk is this much protein and this much sugar, this much whatever per glass or per cup, because you'll just start to remember it, and then you won't have to look at it, and which usually takes a couple of weeks to 2 to 3 weeks of doing this consistently to remember that stuff. And then pretty soon you won't even have to look at the label, and somebody will say, hey man, what's this? And you go, oh hey, that's this and this, and they'll look at you like you're crazy. Well, how do you know that? Well, because I learned how to read a label and I memorized it, and I'm cool like that. Okay. And then also down in the bottom, it's going to tell you who makes it. It's going to tell you what city, state, and stuff that the product was made in. Like here, it's Kraft Foods Global Inc., Northfield, Illinois, product of Canada. So, which means that it was probably made in Canada, shipped to Illinois, and then they shipped it out here. And then, of course, it's going to tell you a serving of this product provides half serving, which is a quarter cup of vegetables, cauliflower, which is what they actually use to make it veggie pasta. And then it says the USDA mypyramid.gov recommends 5 serving of vegetables, 2.5 cups per day for, and like I said, based on 2,000 calorie a day diet. Okay, so hopefully this helped you guys out, and like I said, just help me out, post some comments so that I know whether this is working or not, because if it's not, I need to figure a way to make it better for you guys so that you understand it, or if I'm talking too fast or whatever it is, because like I said, this is my first time posting any of this stuff, and I've gone through the rigmarole of trying to hire gurus and trying to hire a diet person and help and personal trainers and all this stuff, and then I finally realized one day that I really look like shit, and I'm paying somebody to help me become fatter, or somebody that's making me get too skinny that I don't want to look at, where the point it's eating away at my muscle because they're not letting me have enough food, or they're giving me too much cardio, and then the calorie deficit because of the calories that I'm burning with 2-3 hours of cardio it's just eating away at my muscle because I'm not getting enough food. So what I did is I started reading absolutely everything I can get my hands on, from books to internet, watching any kind of videos I could get my hands on, from the pros to the amateurs to the naturals to the guys on steroids to power lifters, absolutely everything. And then I started reading anatomy books and how the body works with food and what the body needs to grow and to be healthy and all that stuff. So knowledge is key, guys. Make sure that if you want to take care of you, you have to learn about you. Some people, dietitians and stuff work for them, and that's all fine and dandy, but in my case it really didn't. I got a lot of information out of it, and I started to understand how things worked, so it kind of did help me, but it didn't help my physique like I wanted it to. And I realized that after I started reading on my own and figuring out things on my own, that I got more of a physique than I wanted, than just kind of ballooning up and getting really fat and sloppy, or getting too skinny, or I start gaining some size and getting some cuts and getting some definition, and then they change everything on you when it's already working, and then it fucks things up, and next thing you know, now you're bloated again, or now you're losing muscle, or your legs look like shit, or whatever. So hopefully, like I said, this is going to help you guys out. And please, man, just post comments for me so that I know what's going on with this, and I can help you guys and try to be more informed for you guys. And if there's anything you guys want to know, shoot me a comment, okay? Like I said, I hope this helped, guys. Just leave the comments down below, and just stick with me on this, man, and hopefully it'll get better and easier as we go, because I'll become more comfortable with the idea of being on video, and I'll have kind of a leeway and a better plan of how to do this. Right now I'm just kind of winging it at the moment. So thanks for checking us out, and read your labels, guys. Read your labels. And the next video is how to look at what you're eating and find out how many calories, how many whatever, you know, fats, carbs, proteins, so that we can help you guys learn how to figure out adjusting your meals, your calories, and how much proteins you need, how much carbs you need, how much fat you need, all that stuff. So next video is probably going to be pretty long because there's just so much information on how to do that. But once again, guys, thanks for checking us out, and leave me a comment so I can be better for you guys and better for myself. Thanks a lot.